Here's how to use OBS for beginners, whether you're a streamer just starting out or you're trying to make YouTube videos. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you exactly how to get set up step by step. Let's jump right in. The first thing you're going to want to do is come up over here to Files and Settings. Over in the Settings tab is where you're going to find your video and streaming output. Now, the most important thing that you're going to want to get set up first is probably going to be your video. You're going to come over here and you're going to click on your base resolution, and you're going to want to change that to what you want your video output to be. In my case, I have my camera set up for 4K, so this is going to stay at 4K, but your output can be something different. You can keep it the same, but if you're trying to stream, you might want to lower the output to, let's say, 1080 or 1440. I'm going to keep mine at 2160 for now. And then what you can also do is change the resolution. So I can keep mine at 30. I can also bring mine to 60 depending on what you're trying to stream or what you're trying to record. After you have all that set up, you can click apply over here. And the next thing you're going to want to set up if you are going to stream is probably going to be your stream. Over here in the stream tab is where you're going to find your services. So things like Twitch or YouTube or any one of these if you click on show all. If you don't see the streaming service that you want to go to, you can always come and just click on custom and input it yourself. You'll input your server, you'll input your streamer key. And again, when you're all set and ready, you'll click on apply. And now once you click apply, you'll see this chat bar pop up along with the YouTube live control panel. This will stay on the screen until you click on start streaming over here. Once you click on start streaming, then you'll be able to see your YouTube chat go live. Once you have that, then you can actually move this around to any of these different panels. So you can put it underneath if you wanted to, or if you wanted to have your settings up here and your chat down here. Let's say you didn't want to stream and you were just here to record videos. You can always have your streaming stuff done in the background and unclick it over here. So if I didn't want to stream one day, I can come into Docs and just unclick chat and unclick YouTube and it's all gone. And this is the default interface. Now that I'm here, let me show you how to actually create a scene so that you can go live or you can create a video. Now that we have all that set up, now we're actually ready to add our sources. So what you're going to do is you're going to come down here to this little plus button under the source menu and click on add source. You'll see things like you can add a browser or you can add an audio input. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to come down here and click on window capture. And when I click on window capture, I'm going to just click OK, but you can name it whatever you want when I'm creating new. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to select any one of these tabs. These are all the tabs I have open, so let me just click on Chrome. And as soon as I click on Chrome, I'm going to see my home screen. Now that I'm here, I can always upscale it so that it covers the entire page. I can make it smaller, but I can also hold down Alt, the Alt key, and change something. If I only want to show a certain part of the screen, and it's going to be especially helpful when we're doing our webcam, but if I only want to show one part of my screen or only show part of the webcam, I would hold down Alt and control it there. I can also just normally just drag it along like that. So now that I have my browser source, now I can click on add, and maybe I want to add a video source. So I can come over here and add in my webcam. I can call it webcam, I can call it camera, whatever I want, doesn't really matter. I'm going to click on webcam, and now it's going to show my entire screen. It's going to cover it just like this. I can always change the FPS if I want or the resolution if I want. I'm just going to click OK because that's fine with me. Now what I can do is I can always adjust this. I can come over here, I can come over here, I can come over here. Or if I switch the order of the webcam and the capture device, now I can't see myself anymore. So the order of the sources also matters. But what I can do is if I have my webcam up here, but I want it to be smaller. So let's say I'm playing a game, but I want my reactions in the corner. I can come over here and make my screen smaller, as small as I want, and put it in the corner. If I don't want the door in the corner to show, I'm just going to hold Alt like I did before and close it in. Hold Alt, close it in, and hold Alt. Maybe I just want my big shiny head over here, and that's it. Bold. And that's how I would do that. Again, I can just move it however I want. Now let's add an audio source, right? I have my video source over here. Hello. I have my display shown. Look at that. 1,000 subs. Let's go. But now I can add an audio source. So as you can see, this mic is going off because this is just the default mic that's on my webcam. But if I want an actual mic, I can click on add. I can go up to audio input. I can click on OK, or I can just type in mic, whatever I want. And now I have my two options. I have the microphone that was just on, which is my webcam, or I have my Yeti, which I use for everything. So now that that's there, now I have my mic audio over here. I have my desktop audio. So if I was going to play a video or play a game, I can click on this and I would adjust it so that the sound doesn't really go past that yellowish bar, because then you get modulation and distortion and all that. I would tend to keep this bar around the yellowish mark so that there's not too much distortion. Right, keep it in that green zone. You can always adjust it on the fly if you would like to. And then when I unclick or click the mic, now this microphone is going to go off. Now that's all set up, let's say I wanted to have another scene where it's just my face, right? It's just the webcam. I'm going to click on add scene. I can name it camera, and then I can press on add source, click on video capture device. And now I have my webcam already in. You can do this two ways. You can either add the webcam again, which I'm going to do here, because whatever I do to this webcam will not adjust the other webcam. If I use webcam 1, it's going to replicate whatever changes I make here to here. Let's say my full camera, I want my entire background to show, so I can wave my arms like this, hello, right? And I want that door in the background going over there. This first camera is still the cropped version of it because it's a different source. When you switch in between sources, you can see that this fades in. You can change that, so you can just cut it so that there's no fade in. Or if you want it to fade, but you don't want it as long, you can adjust it. Now that you have your sources, you have your scenes, whatever you would like to put on there, there's a couple other options that I could go through. These are a little bit more advanced. From here, you're basically all set up to click on start recording or start streaming. But a little bit more advanced, if you wanted to set up your webcam differently, you can always click on filters, and now you can add some effects. So you can add chroma keys, right? If you had a green screen, you can add luma keys to take off a color. If you wanted to color correct and add saturation, or gamma, whatever you would like, you can do that. And then if you wanted just to change it back to default, if you don't like the way it looks, just click on default and you're back to normal. But what I can also do is I can add visual or auditory filters. So I can change the way that the microphone sounds, and I can change the way that the video syncs and things along those lines. I tend to not really use much, or if anything, I would use like a mask so that I can make like a circular image. If you'd like me to show you how to do that, leave a comment down below and I'll make another video on topics a little bit more advanced. And with that, you should be all ready to start recording. If you did enjoy this video, make sure you let me know down below. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe, and let me know what else you'd like me to cover. If you want me to do more OBS tutorials, if you want me to do other websites that you were looking into, let me know down below. And if you like these, make sure you click over here. I got a whole bunch of Canva tutorials. But other than that, I'll catch you next time.